Hello and welcome to Lighthouse Tarot, where we embrace the light within ourselves and within others. I am your host, of course, Willow, coming back at you with a new video. So today guys, the moon is in Aquarius and I'm feeling extra Aquarius today. So in honor of that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on dating an Aquarius, pro tips and tricks coming from your girls. So I have an Aquarius sun, I also have an Aquarius Mercury, and my Uranus is in Capricorn, I believe. So I have three really big key Aquarius placement here, and I feel that I truly embrace this identity going day-to-day life. So I'm gonna give y'all the tea on if you have a crush on Aquarius right now, or you just got into a relationship with one, how you can really love, appreciate, and nurture them, and maybe understand their mind a little bit, see what's going up in there. So the first thing you want to do when dating an Aquarius is realize this. One, they need their space. This is not to say that an Aquarius does not like you. This is not to say that an Aquarius is trying to get away from you, or an Aquarius no longer loves you because they disappear into the woods for hours. No, Aquariuses, they do this even with their friends, even with their best friends, even with their parents, their sisters, brothers, whatever. Aquariuses need their space because this is a fixed sign, so they're set in their beliefs, they're fiercely independent, and they're also ruled by Uranus and Saturn. And Saturn is routine, day-to-day routine, life lessons, discipline. Uranus is rebellion. F it all, let's go explore, let's leave everything behind and flow and see what comes to us. And because Aquariuses, more than likely their career choice is going to be highly involved with their mind. They actually need their mind, or they've chosen some type of career where they have to use their mind day to day. So in order to nurture that, they need some time alone. They need to go reset, recenter. I know as an Aquarius myself, whenever I spend time alone, I actually really value it and am comfortable with it and find myself really enjoying it, because the best epiphanies come to me when I'm alone. I can go out to the park with my friend, but I'll have a completely different experience than me going to the park by myself, because I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna say next. I don't have to worry about solving someone's problems or listening to them. It's purely my own energy, and I calm myself down and I sit and I listen and I write. So if you're interested in Aquarius, do know that even though they love you and perhaps you're going to get married to this person, perhaps they're your person, they're still going to desire and need that space and that time alone. And I like the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Aquariuses are really good at this, on keeping their own independence. That way, when they are with you, they really do value their time with you. And they're not just tolerating you or being around you. Aquarius, they say, okay, it's that time of day. I'm gonna go hit up the park. I'm gonna go hit up the studio. I'm gonna go whatever. They don't even have to do anything productive. They just leave, and then they come back within a few hours, maybe a day, and they're good, and then they're excited, and they can talk to you and be your best friend. I love that. Another pro tip for dating an Aquarius, valuing an Aquarius, is it's imperative that you guys are working towards the same cause. Now, this doesn't mean that you guys have to be exactly the same career, same personality type, but I really like what this astrologer said. He said, it was a quote by a French guy, French poet. I would pronounce it, but I would butcher it because I'm American. And he said, love is not standing and looking at one another, more so as it is standing together and looking in one direction. So I love this, because as an Aquarius, you really need a partner that is standing for the same cause as you, because you're such a humanitarian. An example of this is me. I'm a light worker. My purpose here is to free people. I believe freedom is your birthright, and that we should free ourselves and use the law of attraction and reclaim our freedom so we can go do whatever we want and live our lives and raise the vibe of the earth. Now, if I had a partner, my partner could also be a light worker, but perhaps their mission is to help people embrace their inner child through artwork, through art, through painting, or through paintings that they make, or through music. Maybe music awakens them and helps them reclaim their freedom. See that the cause is the same, freedom. It's the same cause, but we have different skill sets and we do it differently, but we're in the same cause. So as an Aquarius, or if you are interested in Aquarius, I feel the only way it's gonna work is if you guys have the same cause, because Aquarius is going to attach themselves to that cause. They're always going to be humanitarian, looking at the bigger picture. And if your cause is not aligned with theirs, it's probably not going to work, unfortunately. It can be completely different. It can be a different skill set, but it has to be the same journey that you're on, so you guys can, talk about it and embrace each other and feel that closeness. All right, so the third pro tip on dating an Aquarius, or you're interested in Aquarius, is, this is my favorite one: be weird. Be weird as heck. Aquariuses are weird themselves. Oh my gosh, if I had a camera, I don't want a camera following me around my house, but if I had one, there would be some weird things going on, let me tell you. And but in Aquarius, whenever you're weird around an Aquarius, if you're interested in one, you're dating one, it's as if a light bulb goes off in their head. Their ears start to perk up. They're like, what? Huh? Weirdness? And it's like a moth being drawn to a flame. Aquariuses are really turned on by people being weird, immediately intrigued, because Aquarius, usually in their day-to-day life or growing up, they have been the outcast. They have been the weirdo. They have been the weirdo among the weirdos. They're dressing alternative, but the alternative kids didn't even want them to sit at their lunch table, right? So they've spent so much of their time until they're evolved hiding this, pushing this down. So when they grow up and Aquariuses learn to embrace their individuality, the traits that make them weird and stand out, when they see that you're doing that, they're immediately intrigued and they want to know more and maybe a little turned on. Aquarius. So the fourth pro tip on loving an Aquarius, on tips and tricks: when you value them being a humanitarian, their independence and individuality. If you're dating an Aquarius or interested in one, you have to realize that they have a big friend group, and don't be intimidated by that. Don't be scared by that. A lot of people love Aquarius because they're very friendly, and Aquarius is the 11th house, which rules networking. So they're going to know people from this group, that group, this city, that state, that state, and you can't be intimidated, afraid that they're going to leave you, find someone cooler, a better friend, cheat on you. No. An Aquarius, they are humanitarian. One of their purposes is to awaken the collective and to improve life on earth, and to channel their big ideas and improve other people's lives, everyone they touch, right? So you can't be intimidated by it. I would suggest, if you have a lot of air in your chart, you probably already have a lot of friend groups, so it's not going to bother you as much. If not, just be very secure in yourself and evolved. And I feel this won't be a problem if you're very secure, you've done shadow work, you're evolved, you know who you are, then you're going to be just fine. You're going to love it. And if you can appreciate that and give them a little praise and compliments for being a humanitarian, they're really going to like that, even if they don't show it. They're gonna remember you. Okay, so I believe we're on tip 5. I don't know. Tip 5, pro tip: if you like an Aquarius, love an Aquarius, or dating one, if you can spitball around them or enjoy comfortable silence. So I have a story. One of the best times I've ever had was with another Aquarius rising, where I had a problem. Actually, it wasn't his problem. I had a problem and I needed to find a solution. I didn't know what to do. So we got a pen and paper, and we started writing a map, and we started writing down ideas and how to go about it. And that was the best time of my life. I felt so invigorated. I felt so heard. I felt so much friendship in the air. And then another thing you can also do is, if you guys are in the same room with an Aquarius you're dating, if you can do your own thing. And I used to do this with my Capricorn sister when we lived in North Carolina. We used to sit in the same room, right? But I would be reading a book and she would be reading a separate book. I would be reading a book, she would be doing her homework. I would be drawing, she would be painting. We didn't talk at all. If we did, it was pass the paintbrush, or can you grab me some water? Very, very minimal talking. Most of the time, just comfortable, long silence. And Aquarius likes this because they do talk a lot as an air sign, and they want to be heard, but they also really value their thoughts. And when someone's talking to them, they're going to lose their train of thought, and their train of thought can lead them to an epiphany and a solution, a creative solution to a problem. So when they're thinking and thinking, thought, a lot of Aquarius Sun Mercuries are geniuses, so they got to get deep in it, and someone's talking, they interrupt their thought process, and it goes all the way back, because Uranus, lightning bolt, planetary placement, it's there and then it's gone. So they can become irritated, even if they love you, if you interrupt their thought process. But if you can be in the same room, I just spit everywhere. If you can be in the same room as an Aquarius and do your own thing, work on your own artwork, work on your own songs, work on writing, work on whatever, read a book, play video games, who cares, whatever you're into, they're gonna enjoy being in close proximity with you, but not having to talk, just being there. You're there. If they have a good idea, they'll speak up, or they'll be completely silenced. Because I've noticed in my own life, a lot of friendships I've had and a lot of romantic partners cannot have comfortable silence. It gets awkward for them, and that's a normal human trait. And you know, I used to do that as well. Gotta fill it in. But whenever I'm around someone that really allows comfortable silence, it's refreshing. It feels good. It feels like drinking a glass of lemonade, freshly squeezed lemonade. And I really value and love that as Aquarius Sun Mercury. So if you can give someone comfortable silence and be in the same room with them, but do your own thing, they're gonna want that. And they want you around them, but they also like to be in their own thoughts. So thank you so much if you made it this far. Drop the Aquarius sign below. Aquarius gang. Hope you guys loved it. If you enjoy my energy, I have created a Patreon where I'm going to be doing new videos. I offer birth chart readings, tarot readings, everything under the sun in my Etsy shop. I love you guys so much. See you later. Goodbye.